Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Marvel's Nemesis Wave X-Men Gambit AoA version. At first I thought this was going to be a really good one. I mean, for Marvel Legends standards, and then I got it and I was like, I don't think it's really good. I think it's maybe okay. We're going to see. Maybe it's awesome. We're going to review the whole thing. A lot of new sculpt here at regular price points, so, you know, all we're lacking is like a bunch of unnecessary accessories, and then we could have called it a maximum release. But it's just a regular, it's not a minimum release. It is a minimum release. So let's go ahead and get them off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before we look at the figure, I do want to show you my package. It is their new standard packaging. I like it. Basic is better in most cases. A nice squared off box with a nice big window. Very good. Artwork on the side that looks way better than the figure. Artwork on the back that looks a lot better than the figure. And have we reviewed everybody yet? No, I didn't review this one or this one. Or this one? Where's this one? I have it. I'll have to review that. And I guess you guys want me to review this too, huh? I'll do it. But yeah, pretty decent packaging for sure. A third image. We have 3 images this time. That's nice. So there's 1. There's 2. They're all different. Alright, look at that. That's the one they based the head sculpt on with the mouth open. Didn't need to do that. Alright, we'll talk about it. Let's go ahead and look at the guy. He stands roughly, let's call it 16 and a half, not counting some of the hair floof, and that's going to make him roughly 6 5/8, give or take. He is available in stock at Big Bad Toy Store if you want to get one. I would wait till you see the review first, though. He's about the same height as Darwin, almost exactly the same if their heads were both level, so standard Marvel Legends height. Let's do a question of the day. Which AoA designs do you like and which ones do you dislike? I know some of them are quite polarizing. I know some people love AoA Wolverine and Cyclops, and other people just hate them. I love AoA Iceman. I love... Maybe that's the only AoA I like that I actually care about either way. I'm indifferent on just about all of them, I think, other than Iceman. Okay, I don't like Rogue. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about this guy. New sculpt work throughout, not completely, but a lot of it, so it's a really good thing that it doesn't cost $50, because then we'd have to add that extra packaging to it to make it, get it up there. So yeah, I thought it was going to be better. Like I said, with the new sculpt and whatnot, I thought it was going to be a really solid release, and it's okay. I think, aesthetically speaking, it's still super plasticky. The chest still looks like his skin has been peeled off. Like, that is not... Let me move this terrible cape, by the way. Let's talk about the cape real quick. I know it's not really a cape, but it's super thick. The sculpt is nice, but it's super thick and heavy and stiff, and it doesn't sit properly. And this is an aesthetic issue. It sits on this side because it's heavy there, and this lifted up part looks like it should be for the shoulder, but it doesn't. So it wants to sit like that. It doesn't work. It's just not sculpted correctly. The shoulder's over here, and so it looks like really crappy. It looks really goofy, really crappy, and it still sits up because Hasbro just can't figure out how to do stuff. Ever. Alright, so yeah, the torso is still a horrible sculpt. That looks so weird. So weird. And then we also do have the proportioning. Narrow chest, very flat from front to back. If you watched the live stream last night, you saw us talking about that sort of thing a lot when it comes to shoulder articulation. Big head, not a giant thigh gap this time, so that's okay. Like, he's supposed to be slender, so slender is fine. That's not the problem here. The problem is the sculpt. This is terrible. The shoulders are too low. They need to be way higher. This should be sculpted like a human chest that hasn't been skinned alive. So that's like borderline alien, or really just missing all of the meat above the muscles. It's very strange. And then his head is too big too. And then talking about the sculpt of the head, I like the hair, but the way they did his cheeks and his mouth, it looks like he's an Abercrombie model posing with his mouth open. Like, it looks goofy. It looks like he has cheek and jaw implants, and his mouth is open because he's a dipshit. I don't like that head sculpt. It turns out, like, the technical sculpting is good, but the style choice is very weird. Love the way they did the hair, though. Like I said, almost a really good figure, but then definitely not, I think. So for Marvel Legends, though, I'll give it a 7. The new sculpt work is on there. It's fine. There's no paint, so it looks really unfinished. But we got some little buckle thingies painted down there. Yeah, it's just another half-assed release. Every time they release something, it's half-assed. So I don't know at this point why they even bother doing new sculpts. They should have just painted it brown and left it. It wouldn't have mattered. The people that are going to buy it are going to buy it either way. And it's just not good enough. So yeah, I'll give it a 7 for aesthetic. For accessories, you just get the 2 hands that come on them in the package. One is gripping, one is the card throwing hand, I guess. Then you get 2 fist hands, and you get a stick. That's it. 5 out of 10. I guess it's something. No alternate head, no cards. Maybe, I don't know what the AoA storyline is for Gambit. Does he not have cards in the AoA? He just has the card throwing hand? Is that the thing? Is that his thing? I don't know. So yeah, pretty disappointing there. And then for articulation, oh, by the way, his neck is painted terribly. I don't know if I mentioned that. I don't think I did. So for articulation, we have the old joint that works well enough, but is still antiquated. And moving his head around on top of this super thick poncho is not great. You have the butterfly joint that works pretty darn well because he's so damn skinny. It's easy to do, but that's a better butterfly joint than the Maximum Spider-Man. It looks better, at least. Like, yeah, you still have a lump here, but it's probably better, honestly. I don't know about going forward. Shoulders, they go up better than horizontal, so that's good. Full rotation here. Does that count as a new system of articulation, Hasbro? I'm wondering. If it's the same thing you've released before but has pretty good range, does that make it a new system? Not sure. Alright, bicep swivel is fine. Double jointed elbow works nicely. It's a decent enough elbow. That's good. And then wrists have a swivel and a hinge. That's good. And this gripping hand has the wrong type of hinge. So once again, Hasbro has failed at basic understanding of action figure making. Ab crunch on this guy. Yes, we're still using the old joints all the way around. So pregnant belly, leans back a little bit. Leans forward nicely. Waist twist is going to be a waist twist with a floating belt. For the hips, he can kick forward. It does fling them out to the side just a little bit. Not too much range going back out to the side. We don't get the full splits, but they're pretty far. They're better than 90. That's okay. Thigh swivel is there. Double jointed knee is there. And proportioning is alright. That always helps the figure to look good. Ankles go, does there? No. Ankles go all the way back and all the way forward and have a pretty loose ankle rocker, but it'll work. And that's it. And I have to say, the plastic on this guy is super gummy. Like, you can actually bend the straight pieces of his body a lot. So, like, they had to switch to doing pinless joints, I think, just to keep their figures from looking like Gumby. Anyway, articulation on this guy is going to get a 7. It is standard. Nothing special, but perfectly acceptable for an average, overpriced Marvel Legends figure. So now it's time for the final verdict. Is this what anybody who really wanted Gambit to be? Probably not. Is it good enough for a Marvel Legends collector? For sure. It's compared to most Marvel Legends, it's actually a pretty darn good release, but that's not good enough at this point, especially as they become more and more expensive. It's just really unfortunate, and I'm just tired of it, and I wonder how you guys feel about it too. Like, all this figure really needed to make it look a lot better is a better upper torso. Because the rest of it's decent, but that torso is so ridiculously bad. And then the poncho, I guess, is just stupid. I'm going to give it an overall 7. It's just another Marvel Legends figure. No one's going to be super upset about it. No one's going to love it unless they're lying to themselves or to their audience. And that's it. So, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but that's it for me. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day, and thousands already on the channel, so make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.